Scott back here for lesson number 17. This one here, I really want you to work on your finger dexterity and a little bit something different with your pick here, in that it will again be doing one pick note per, sometimes per 3 notes, because you could be doing hammer-ons and pull-offs this entire lesson. Okay, so this is going to be truly cool, I think. So lesson 17 here, we're going to be doing that stuff. Okay. And then we're going to continue here in a little bit. Or even all that kind of stuff coming up pretty soon. So let's get on these hammer-ons, pull-offs, because flat out we're just going to need them. Okay, so we're not going to leave anything out. These are a huge part of playing. Okay, let's start it in the key of G. Okay, this here's one you can take as far as you want to go. Okay, by this I mean you can literally go the entire every single string, going 3, 2 open. Okay, so you hit it. Okay, pull off. So you hit it once, down, and you do it on every string. I know it sounds like nothing yet, but get used to that. Now a cool one to let you hear what's going on are just the G string and the D string. Then you can end. Okay, you can pick and choose where you're going. You can go, you know, go up, go down. I'll show you that later. It has nothing to do with what we're doing now, because they are not hammer-ons and pull-offs. Okay, again, the main thing we're going to be chugging away at on the G chord will be in the middle, 3, 2, 1 on the G, 3, 2 open, and then 3, 2 open on the D. Okay, and getting that clean. So you hear 6 distinct notes, but you're only playing 2 notes. So you hear every note clean, nothing messes up. And then I want you to work on going up, meaning like the B string. And then doing like the A string. If you ever keep hearing that, it's just the wedding ring hitting the back of the guitar. Okay? Okay, so that's what's going on there. That's one of the few that can be done that way. That same thing can actually be done. Yes. And it's in E. Same 3. then hammer on, open to the first fret on G string, second fret on the D string, gives you an E. So that's okay. Open, hammer on, pull off, open to open on the D, A. Now I like this one to go again, second fret, bend it, release it, then open, then strum it. So this here's cool. Open A, hammer on to the B, second fret, and let off. If you want that, it's just okay, just droning E string. Your notes are just going to be 5, 3, 2, open on the B. Okay, so you've got all this fun stuff that you're getting ready to do. You can mess around with this little E thing. Okay. Okay, so there's so much stuff you can do with it. Okay, if you want to know those real quick, those can all work on E string all the time. And all the other notes on the B string are going to be open, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, and then 15. I'm sorry, 17. You can go up to the 15 if you want. There's 17, 15, 14, 12, 10, then dots for 3 of them, 9, 7, 5. Now we're going to go 3, 2, open. Okay, again, 5, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now for the other hammer-ons and pull-offs, I want you to do this. This is very cool and it will help you a lot in the future. So I'm going to do 2 fingers, then 3 fingers, okay? And then I'm going to take it down to a 1-finger thing that'll make life cool too. Okay, with the 1-finger A shape, I'm going to want you to do hammer-on, pull off from 2 to 4 on the D string, and same thing on the G. Okay, so that's the first part. It's going to be slow though for now. So you got to make sure you get all 3 in per 1 pick stroke. become second nature with muscle memory. The other one is just okay. So from 2 to 3 on the B string. So you can do it back and forth between the G string and the B string. Okay, and then do it how you actually like. You can even go up to the 5 if you can get it to happen. Okay, move it up 2 more frets, you got B. Nothing changes. 1 more fret. The G string names all this. So there's your C note. So that's the same thing, but without hammer-ons and pull-offs. That's just making a melody. See? So, same thing, up to D. Okay, so it's a lot of the same thing. Okay, and another one, if you're doing like an F shape, let's go ahead and go to the F chord. I want you to learn all these, and then we're going to put them together, of course, at some point. And you can put them together yourself in advance and put them in with all your other bags of tricks that are starting to fill up. So in F, you have that finger barred right across the 1st and 2nd string. Let's just do 3rd fret hammer on to pull-offs. Okay, so again. Now I'm going to show you something, and it'll get better as we get higher up the neck. Okay, let's just do the same thing in G, because we move the whole thing. I want to play it quicker a little bit so you know, so you'll get excited about what you're going to learn. Because the ultimate thing here is to usually go faster, not always. Sometimes less is more. So you're just skipping 2 strings again, or 2 frets, sorry. Let's do it up to A. So we went F, G, A. Same thing. Okay, so we've got the A chord. Now here's where we change genres. By taking that whole thing, and instead of going back and forth on these 2, just gonna move them up 1. Okay? It's a little more of a stretch, so you're leaving 2 frets in between. And this changes everything. Okay? Instead of or you can go. I'll teach you that in a little bit, but that'll start get you in toward the rock thing. Or, but that there's cool. If you can get up that high. But when you get way up here, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so there's those. And again, we showed them in the A shape, in the G's. And an E. And it's the F's. Or that kind of stuff, but they're all over the place. And you'll hear stuff like in E, where a person is just not doing any picking, just grabbing that D string and hammering on and off on the 2nd fret. You know, guys back there. Or okay. Same as if you were doing F. You move it down and now you're doing, whereas you would be doing, but now you're down here. Okay, so you see how that works. It's just a little something to be cool, and it sounds great. The other way to think about it is to go back to all your little chordy things I taught you and the little examples. Find that D chord thing, and you get this. The first set of notes that you can add is on that G string. So you got, and you've also got, then you got, then, so you've got all those. So it doesn't have to be all the time, it can be just something you toss in. So you can throw them around that way. Okay? So that's a whole bunch of that stuff. And it does get very complicated depending on how far you care to take it. And we will get there if you care to get there. Always leave me notes where you want to go with these things. So that's lesson 17. And just a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs to help you get other fresh ideas with the old ideas. So now you've got walking stuff, you've got the old ideas, you've got hammer-ons and pull-offs with the old ideas to make those new again. And there's going to be so much other stuff. And what I'm going to teach you in lesson 18 are going to be really cool things that you can use for every style of music. I think a lot of people are waiting for this one, and I don't think it's too early to cram it in there. These are going to be octaves. Okay? And that's just where we're going to go and kind of show you how this can work for you. Something very cool. And I'll do some open strings, play some octaves for you, give you a formula that you can always count on to work for you. Okay? So, once again, Scott Grove, lesson 17 right there. Lesson 18 will be on octaves. Okay? Be groovy.